Attachments is the number one thing that you have to get rid of when you start a spiritual journey, because guess what? None of it actually exists. It's a figment of your imagination. Everything is. Okay? Now take somebody who's schizophrenic. Okay? Visually, they're seeing shit. Auditory, they're hearing it. Sometimes they're smelling it. Sometimes they're tasting it. And sometimes they can actually physically touch it. So who are you to say that they're crazy? They're just living in a completely different reality just like you are.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no. You did not just say that. I'm gonna have to sit down for this one. Alright, welcome back to Magic Isn't Real, the place where, can you see that I'm not wearing any shoes? And now that you know that, how does that make you feel? You know what, never mind, don't tell me. Listen, so the other week I did a telekinesis reaction video. Specifically, I was reacting to TikTok videos. Telekinesis TikTok videos. Definitely too many T's, but absolutely too many K's. Anyway, while I was doing the video, I stumbled across this incredibly problematic piece of content. And after thinking about it for a while, I decided that this video is worth responding because I believe it showcases what are the actual problem of believing in such abilities like telekinesis and all the psychokinetic powers that some of you are convinced exist. So let's take a look and let's see what I think are real serious concerning issues. Let's go.
The FBI literally released documentation that says that telekinesis, telepathy, astral projection, clairvoyance, all that shit's real.
No, the FBI literally did not do such things because you're thinking of the CIA releasing the Project Stargate documents, which only showcase that the CIA had an interest in researching psychokinetic abilities, most likely because they wanted to gain an advantage, a military advantage, over Russia, who was also experimenting in psychokinetic abilities. This is pretty much how we got into space. Well, I'm saying we, but I did nothing. What I'm saying is that this is why the US, for example, launched the space program, because Russia was also launching the space program. Listen, as human race, we're pretty much pieces of shit. What motivates us is that we want to gain advantage over somebody else. So the US wanted to gain an advantage over Russia regarding psychokinetic abilities. Therefore, they started researching for it. And they did the same thing with space. The difference is that we got into space. Again, I'm saying we. I mean we as the human race, not we. I didn't go to space and I did nothing to help the process. What I'm saying is that eventually the human race managed to get into space, while with psychokinetic abilities, we're still at level 1, 0. Listen, those documents, I know that all of you love to mention the Stargate project, but like those documents just prove nothing. Most of those experiments, scientists don't take seriously. And they just shows that they were doing experiments. It doesn't show that they were successful or that there was any result. And I believe actually this is the reason why the CIA just all willy-nilly released these documents, because they are not even taking it seriously anymore. It's been so many years that they're like, you know, we've moved past this. So I don't know why you people keep on bringing it up.
This is me just showing you, like, when I'm not trying and I'm actually putting a lot more energy into the object through wind, alright? Now look what happens whenever I think I can fucking move this object with my energy that flows through my electrical current in my body. You have a completely different reaction.
Okay, so first of all, there's no need to swear, okay? If someone is gonna swear in this video, it's going to be me, okay? If someone is gonna be childish, it's going to be me, okay? Second of all, you know, I've been trying this year to kind of be nice and actually listen to what you guys are saying. But I believe that what you are calling intention is just, you know what? It's pointless to say it with words. It's better if I show you. Come with me. Okay, here's a box of aspirin, which I do seriously need after watching this video. So what you calling putting intent into the move, I call it stiffen up your arm and stiffen up your shoulder and your body so that more air hits the target. Now, you call it intent, I call it physics. Which one of us is right? According to the majority of the world, me.
And the moment you start believing that your brain is the most powerful thing in the world, and that's why they want to brainwash us and calcify our pineal gland.
Who's they? Who is they? Who is this they who's doing things to us? And also, wouldn't they stop the CIA from releasing very important documents according to you? I mean, if they have this agenda, why reveal to the world that this ability exists and anybody can harness it? Also, I flipping hate you right now because you're gonna make me saying pineal gland, which with my accent, it sounds like I'm saying penis. This video wasn't gonna get monetized anyway, but thank you. I appreciate you for that. Anyway, as far as I know, the pineal gland is a part of the brain that releases melatonin, which is a substance that helps you sleep. Unfortunately, the more you age, the more the pineal gland tends to calcify, which could eventually later on in life give you some trouble sleeping. That's all it is. As far as I know, there's nothing more, so I don't know why you are even mentioning it. Actually, I don't even know why all of you keep on trying to be all scientific and stuff, when in fact, we're just talking about spirits here, and souls, and supernatural abilities. But sure, whatever. Let's keep on going.
And we actually have a connection to the things around us because they are all one and the same. Energy can be created nor destroyed, okay? It can be created but not destroyed. Excuse me.
What? That's exactly my point. I don't even know why you're trying to be scientific with this. Like, it just doesn't follow. It doesn't make any sense. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Great, fantastic. What does this have to do with the pineal gland being calcified? As a matter of fact, forget that question and answer me this question, which is way more important. What is energy? No, seriously, please answer in the comment section what is your definition of energy. Because I can guarantee, I could bet money that your definition of energy is not what Einstein was talking about.
This is a heavier object. I have a lot harder time being able to move this object on each side. See, I'm getting frustrated with it. All right? Now we're going to go back to this tinfoil.
No!
Disappointed!
Enough with the foil. You know what? Let's do this. You know what? I'll give you this. If you grab a piece of foil and you put it on a table and you bend it and you start doing this with your hand, and then that foil doesn't move, like it doesn't move, it stays exactly like that, and you move your hand even harder and the foil just stays there like perfectly still, then I'll believe telekinesis. How about that? Let's do the opposite demonstration. Instead of moving the foil, you make the foil standing perfectly still no matter what's going on in the room. And then we'll be onto something.
Okay? And if you guys really actually believe that this shit does not have some type of an energy fucking source.
Okay, seriously, calm down. Why are you so mad? Okay, never mind. I know why you're so mad. You're probably so mad because nobody believes you. Because probably there's a lot of skeptics in your comment section that keep on saying that it's just hair, that telekinesis is not real, that you should stop. And I'm probably part of the problem. I mean, I'm telling you to calm down while I'm yelling. So I understand the frustration. At the same time, I also understand that reality matters, truth matters, and sometimes there is no other way to give someone a reality check but by being a little bit direct and aggressive. But let's try not to do that. And let me ask you this. Why do you think there's so many people that don't believe you, you know? And do you really think that then yelling at them, being mad and being frustrated, do you really think that that's gonna fix the problem? Like, do you really think that, like, if you just yell at them and tell them, like, look, it's moving with my intent, what do you, like, energy cannot be destroyed, like, do you think that's helping? Or maybe having like a one-on-one conversation and trying to figure out things might work better. Maybe that should be more of a system, a method that we should put in place instead of keep on, you know, leaving mean comments to each other pages and doing weird videos in which we insult each other, randomly swear and get frustrated. Like which one of the solution? And I'm not saying I'm doing better than you. I'm just throwing it out there that maybe we should all change our tactics and our methods when it comes to investigating this type of abilities. The problem is that while I am investigating these abilities, you are already 100% convinced that it exists. You're not ready to change your mind whatsoever. Am I wrong? Because I believe this is why you're getting so mad and so frustrated and so angry with the world. You know, maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm willing to be proven wrong. Oh my God, I've been waiting to be proven wrong. Please do it. Oh my God, guys, can you guys see me sweat? I'm like drenched right now.
Try it yourself, because at the end of the day, you can question things all day long. But if you actually attempt something and it works for you, that's your proof.
Don't listen to what everybody else, is telling you. If it works for you, it works for you, but like you gotta try yourself. Do you do that with everything? How do you know that Tide Pods are poisonous for you if you haven't tried to eat one? Maybe they're not. Maybe the entire world is lying to you. Maybe Tide Pods, look at them, look at the colors. Maybe they're delicious. And they are telling you that it's poison. How are you gonna know for sure unless you eat one? YouTube, please don't flag this video. I'm not telling people to eat Tide Pods. Please do not eat a Tide Pod. You will most likely end up at the hospital, if not, die. I was just trying to illustrate a point.
The cure to mental illness, because trust me, I have a million of them, is the idea that your brain is the most powerful fucking thing.
Okay, it took a while, but we're finally getting to the core of this video, and honestly, the core of this channel. And I want to thank you so much for reminding me why I have created this channel in the first place, what motivated me to go to so much trouble. So thank you so much, because I feel like I was getting off track in the past couple of months. So, while it's fun to perform magic, it's fun to show you magic, it's fun to replicate the claims of the supernatural using my very natural magician skill. It's very fun, but that's not why Magic Isn't Real exists. And not Magic Isn't Real per se, but that's not why I am so passionate about this project. That's not why sometimes I can't just live and let live. I can't just be like, oh, so who cares if they believe that they're moving, a piece of foil with the power of their mind? Well, the problem is not the piece of foil. The problem is the door that opens after that. Because it starts with a small belief, and then it gets to this very problematic stuff. Now, before I address this, I want to just kind of nitpick on your narrative a little bit.
You no longer believe that you're unworthy. You no longer believe that you're not worth anything. You no longer believe that you'd rather die because you have an energy source in your body that no other living being on this earth has.
I want to know, why do you think that we are the only species who are blessed with this ability? As far as I know, pretty much every vertebrate animal has a pineal gland. Thank you for making me say pineal gland one more time. Anyway, dogs have it. I think even fish have it. As I'm gonna do a little research, just really quick. Let me do some research. So apparently crocodiles don't have it. Those unlucky bastards. So a crocodile really cannot perform telekinesis. So you guys are safe. Okay, you know what? Forget this stupid nitpick. At this point, it has nothing to do with this video. Let's actually get to what truly matters.
Attachments is the number one thing that you have to get rid of when you start a spiritual journey, because guess what? None of it actually exists. It's a figment of your imagination. Everything is. Okay? Now take somebody who's schizophrenic. Okay? Visually, they're seeing shit. Auditory, they're hearing it. Sometimes they're smelling it. Sometimes they're tasting it. And sometimes they can actually physically touch it. So who are you to say that they're crazy? They're just living in a completely different reality just like you are.
I need to be incredibly serious about this, which is, for someone like me, it's going to be very hard. But I'm going to have to do it because, you see, it is all connected. You start believing that you're moving a piece of foil with your mind. And then you expand your belief to the point that you are denying serious medical condition that should be taken seriously. They exist, and they're definitely not a bloody joke. So listen to this very carefully. Schizophrenia is a serious mental disorder. It's not an alternative reality. Okay? Grow the fuck up.
I walk into your home through your door. Your home looks completely different from mine based off of all your interests and who you are as an individual. Guess what? That's your own reality. That's a completely different one than mine.
No, that's my physical home, full of my physical stuff that I bought with my physical money that I can feel, touch, see. Other people can confirm that it's there. I'll tell you what, someone can come with me furniture shopping, and can buy the same stuff that I buy. And then they can rent an apartment next to mine in a building that is constructed the same way. And now we have pretty much the same house. Have you ever thought of that? The issue here is not your terrible analogy. The issue here is, what are you trying to imply? Which I'm afraid to even continue. I know what it is that you're gonna say next if you follow this analogy of yours. And it really terrifies me.
We have the ability to transcend into portals and different realities every single day, but we choose to stay within our own dam that we've created so that water doesn't overflow.
What you're basically saying is that people with schizophrenia are just people who just are choosing to experience a different reality than yours. Go fuck yourself. And I'm not trying to be funny here, okay? At the time of recording this video, you have about like 14,000 followers or something like that, maybe even more. And this video is pinned to your profile. What if some of those 14,000 people have like a relative, someone that they care about, who has this terrible disease, someone who's suffering from schizophrenia? How do you think they feel when they click on your video and you're just telling them like, oh, don't worry, they're just choosing to experience a different reality. You're experiencing a reality, they experience a different reality. It's all good. Like next, you're probably gonna tell people to like pray the cancer away if you haven't already done it. But honestly, I don't want to know. I don't want to keep on watching your videos. So check what stupid logic are you spilling out? This is insane, and this is the problem. This is where we need to draw a line. This is where you can't just simply go like, oh well, just live and let live. Like, no, these are serious medical issues that they need to be treated seriously. In this situation, you can't just make up your own fantasy because that's what you feel it's true. Because you thought about it for, you meditated for a couple hours and you're like, oh, I figured it out. It's just an alternative reality. It makes sense to me, so it must be true. You can't do that in this particular scenarios because the scenarios are real and people are suffering from it for real. I hope that I have somehow demonstrated to you that the psi will, such a simple, stupid thing like the psi will, could potentially be a door that leads to a path that will hurt you emotionally, financially, and sometimes even physically. But the life is yours. Therefore, the choice is yours.